is up, you guys? Today is the 19th of December. Once again, same as the previous video, only it's in the afternoon now instead of the morning. Alright, we are currently southbound on US 101. We just got onto this highway from Highway 156, basically coming across from Hollister. More specifically, I took 152 and 156 across from I-5 from that last delivery. Alright, now we're on our way to pick up our reload. And so it's going to be pick up at Dole Fresh Veggies in Marina, California. On the map it shows up as Salinas, but on my load assignment it says Marina. Marina would be, as you see, right on the coast. Let me get zoomed in here when I'm able to. I have it zoomed out a little bit so you guys get a little bit of a perspective. Close to the Bay Area. We're going to be just south of it. Go ahead and zoom in now. And you can see our customer is really close to the Pacific Ocean. Monterey Bay, more particularly. Nice area, by the way. I remember going on vacation up there as a kid once, a couple of times actually, and fun place to go check out. They got 17-mile drive, the scenic drive you can do that goes on. If you're a golfing fan, got Pebble Beach golf course right there. That's that 17-mile drive. Goes right through the Pebble Beach golf course area. Fun trip there. It's very scenic. On parts of it on right there along the coast too. Alright, anyway, I'm not really sure what exactly we're picking up there. Usually when I think of Dole, I think like pineapples or bananas or something, but like pineapples and bananas aren't vegetables as far as I know. Bananas aren't, I don't think. Pineapple, I thought those are fruit. I don't think those are classified as veggies, so I'm a little curious to know what exactly kind of veggies Dole actually does anything with. But knowing the area, I'm inclined to believe that it's green veggie related, like cabbage or lettuce or broccoli and that kind of stuff. Anything green veggie related. And that's pretty much all that I've ever picked up from this region. So we'll be finding out about that when we get closer. We're going to end up getting on to 156 westbound again when we get to, forget the name of that town. It starts with a P, I think. Pissant, yeah, that's it. It's funny, I'm getting all these other names like stuck in my head. I know the town name, but I'm brain farting on it. And then there's a town in Italy that we used to always go eat dinner at. We love this place called Polcinigo. Not too far from where I was stationed in Italy, and that's popping up in my head too. I don't know why, but maybe it's because I have those fond memories of this place called Vecchio Cafe there. Best calzones I've ever had in my life. Too bad the place is no longer in existence. It isn't open anymore. I've looked on Google Maps at that place just out of curiosity, and it seemed like it shut down around the pandemic era or something along that line. And then right across the street from it was Gelateria. Yeah, Italian ice cream. Oh man. I was at a field day every time we went over there. Both between the food, the restaurant and the gelateria, oh yeah. Alright, anyway, that's not what I'm going to talk about today, but just kind of fill you in on what we're doing here. Prunedale, that's what it is. Yeah, I can see it on the map. Kind of had to cheat and use that. That area is where we're going to get on to 156 westbound. That'll take us over to Castroville. And then once we get into the Castroville area, we're going to take Highway 1, PCH, Pacific Coast Highway. We'll take that down, not very far. We're only 12 miles from the customer right now, actually. And we're not even on 156 yet. So it tells you it's not going to be very long. We're less than 3 miles away from our turn. I'll go ahead and get zoomed in a little bit more for you guys. Alright, so I have something we can talk about here for those of you guys who are JCT lease ops, or maybe who are coming to JCT or now Hirschbach to be lease ops. Alright, so something that drivers were regularly enjoying was basically a policy that they had of if your maintenance account goes in the red and you need work done, or well, basically if you don't have funds in your maintenance account to cover required maintenance, the company would cover your cost up to a certain degree. But it used to be they would consider your risk profile too. Like, you know, if you were a little more questionable, like you know, a little higher risk of getting terminated or quitting or something, maybe they might not be so willing to help you out. You know, you wouldn't let you go so far into the hole. Whereas someone like me who, you know, very low risk, and even if I, you know, with the paid off truck prior to this one, you know, I intended to stay. You know, and I was always very, and I brought new recruits to the company too, even though I'd never get credit for it, and I really don't care. You know, people come to the company and regularly talk about how they've seen my YouTube videos or whatever. Once in a blue moon, I might, you know, hear somebody referred me, you know, use me as a reference, whatever. But anyway, regardless. That's changing now, to an extent. I don't know to what extent, and I've not heard this directly from Brad and Richard, our CEOs. However, I have heard it from drivers. The issue here now is if your maintenance account goes in the red at all, the company is going to expect you to cover the cost of it yourself. Hey, come on, car. I'm not backing. Dude! Come on! Find your goddamn gas pedal, move it! You dumb motherfucker! God damn it, what's wrong with stupid people there? Alright. Alright, so it sounds like it's kind of messed up. I get that. A lot of you guys are going to be like, this is bullshit or whatever. Well, why, you know, they should be helping us out, whatever. Okay, well, from their perspective, now there's two things going on here. One, they operate all newer model equipment that should ideally be having most everything covered by warranty, except for your normal wear and tear stuff like tires or airbags or stuff like that, or, you know, oil changes. DOT inspections, stuff like that doesn't cost incredibly much. So if your account's going into the red, it's that question you have to wonder, like, why, you know, what are you incurring these costs on? You know, why isn't the warranty covering it? You know, now not every part on the vehicle, you know, under the hood is actually covered by the 500,000 or 700,000 mile warranty, whichever applies. But yeah, and I found out the hard way with my Peterbilt. And that's how my maintenance account got pretty far into the red at one point with that truck. So the other thing to consider here is some of the repair costs still have to be paid for. Alright, so if you don't have the money to cover it in your own maintenance account, where's it coming from? It's coming from the company. The company has to foot the bill themselves, and basically they're taking a loss on their potential profits because they're busy paying your maintenance bill among other drivers. I mean, and a lease op contract, your lease own contract, whatever, you're responsible for your own maintenance, generally. Now, there was a point where I had heard they started capping it at $6,000 in the hole. Anything going more negative than that, they're going to put their feet down and not cover at all. Now I'm hearing if you go in the red at all, they're kind of doing the same, where they're not going to cover it. Now, then, is this really necessarily what they want to do? I don't know. I'm inclined to believe that freight market economics is having a lot to do with this. Now, I can't speak for Brad or Richard. I don't know what goes through their heads, but I'm thinking if I was a business owner myself, and I know business and I know investing, if I was in their shoes knowing what's going on with the freight market and the economy, I'd be a little careful too. You know, if you're not really familiar, trucking companies have what's called operating ratio. Now, a lot of you guys who don't know shit about business, we're going to hear about, this company made like $60 million or $60 billion in revenue or something like that. Yeah, that's revenue. That's not how much they're profiting. You know, every dollar they make is not going right into their pockets, guys. A lot of it's going into yours and every other driver's pockets, or the dispatchers, or planners, or everybody else working at the damn terminals, maintenance guys. Only a portion of that ends up as profits for the company. And generally, when the economy is going reasonably well, the better companies out there, carriers out there who are managing their budgets effectively, are going to usually get somewhere around 80% operating ratio. Now, what that means is whatever your profit, whatever your revenues are, about 80% of that gets eaten up by costs. So we'll just put some round numbers in here. You have, if your company's making $100 million in revenues and you have 80% OR, then that means 80% of your revenues are getting eaten up by costs. You know, labor or equipment or, you know, anything that eats into your profits. So really, out of $100 million in revenue, your profit is only $20 million. It doesn't, it sounds like, well, that's still a lot. Yeah, okay, well, what happens when the economy starts taking a shit? Or, you know, when you have, you have lower freight rates like we do now, and load counts are down like we do now. If you don't believe me, you can look at, again, I don't know what JCT/Hirschbach's actual numbers are. I've heard the load counts are down some. I can't quantify exactly how much, but I know they're down every month from the last year. Not a great deal, but it's still enough. And what the rates are that they're getting for those loads also probably lower. You know, the spot market rate took a crap over the last couple of years. It's stabilized in 2023, but it's still low. And as long as they're low, it makes the spot market more attractive than contract rates. So it means the shippers have more bargaining power. It means that when they want to do contract loads with carriers, they can demand a lower price. Come on, car. You better hurry up. There you go. Alright, so, yeah, they can demand a lower shipping rate because they can just turn around and say, well, if you don't give us a better price, we can always go to the, take your loads to the spot market and get a Joe Blow owner of, one truck operation to do it instead for a better price, perhaps. Or, they have more bargaining power, basically. So, you got that issue to deal with there, too. Alright, and I've seen what like a lot of the major publicly traded carriers have been doing with their operating ratios. Like a couple quarters ago, I looked at Knight Swift, for example, just on the OTR side. And their, if I recall, their OR was in the like 76 range, which is really good. And in the very next, the same quarter, the following year, ended up way up in like 87 or something like that. Alright, so it's up there. That means they're not pulling as much profit as they used to be. And they got to worry about, like, okay, how much lower are the rates going to get? How much are they going to keep getting hit on the revenues and their profits? And, you know, you see pinching going on. You see people at terminals getting laid off. Now, for those of you guys who are JCT drivers, who are all maybe Hirschbach haters or something, or mad that Hirschbach's making too many changes, you might want to keep this in mind. A few years back, and remember, I've been with JCT close to 6 years now, and a few years back, I remember JCT laid off a bunch of drivers. I mean, not drivers, but they laid off a bunch of people at the terminal because the same issue, the economy stuff. Not something they want to do. They don't want to have to lay off people, and they don't want to have to be implementing cost-cutting changes like that. They'd rather see their profits go up and see it go up on account of higher revenues and higher profit margins. With that, even better if they can increase those profit margins without even cutting costs. But you know, unfortunately, reality is freight rates are down, and it's causing them to pitch. So they're doing what they have to do, whether they might not even want to be doing these changes, but they might be feeling compelled to make the changes just to make sure the company doesn't go out of business. You want this company to end up like Yellow Freight or Celadon or some of the other. There's another JCT over there. That's the Dole plant right there. Okay, it is a little bit early here for me to check in. I can't really, from what I'm understanding from the, building something there, it looks like. Let me see if I can get across here before this car gets over here. Alright, so, yeah, I have a 17:30 appointment time, and it is only a little after 3:45 now, so I have about 45 minutes to go before I can even check in. I see that staging area now, where I think that's Swift or whatever it is. Or, yeah, and I understand you can park on the street here as well. Now, you can park overnight here, not a problem. I see a taco truck there, or no, it's not it's a fruit top. Damn it, dude, you took off right when I was making my turn. Alright, I do see a no parking sign up here, not far up ahead of this guy here, but I see that other truck up there in what looks like a dirt slanted, parking, area, whatever. So I'll probably just go ahead and park over here. Line haul trucks and visitors entrance only. Okay, yeah, so we're gonna come in right here when it's time. And who do we have here? 5088. Alright, I guess it's not really necessarily slanted, but probably just get myself turned around and maybe park behind the other JCT or something. Looks like we're good. Alright. So we'll bed down here for now, and then when we're ready to pick the load up, we'll head in. I'm on. I don't have much for 70-hour clock anyway. I left. I left Santanella with about 4 hours left on my 70-hour clock. I got right at 3 now, 2:59 to be more exact. So either way, what I'm going to probably do is just PC in there, whatever, do what I got to do, and then come right back out. Do a full 10-hour break here, and when it's time to, you know, when I get recaps tomorrow or tonight and have a 10-hour break then, press on with that. Alright guys, we are ready to check in over here. It's 1640, just about 1640. Alright. Okay, he's got his curtains closed now. I wonder if he's already picked up his load and is just doing his 10-hour break now. So what's that other driveway for? I'm a little bit confused on that. I guess that's just someone's private property or something. A little misleading. All trucks must stop and check in with guard. I see another JCT there in the lot. I also remembered I forgot to put my vest on. Scheduled pickups must check in over weight scale. Okay. Hopefully my Tandems will make it onto there. Yeah, just enough. Alright guys, we are checked in here now. The only thing I really need, he gave me a check-in form, whatever, to give to the office. Said park over here on the right, basically over here where the other JCT is at. And the office should be over by door 31, if I remember reading right on the Google reviews. Just go ahead and creep in here. Yeah, I gave him my phone number, and that was pretty much it. Or my pickup number and my phone number, whatever. Oh, that's that 4646 truck. I saw him earlier today. I think he was the same one who was parked in Santa Nella when I was over there. Don't know if I know him, but yeah, I'm pretty certain that's the same truck I saw earlier. I don't know. I don't think I recognize him. I could be wrong, but doesn't look super familiar to me. Oh, there he goes. I guess he just finished loading. Alright, so of course right there in front of us where we'll be checking in. And find out what door we get here in a second. Alright guys, we are checked in. Gonna get door 25, which is straight ahead of us and to the left. Basically that red KW you see right there, I'll be right on the other side of him. Sliding tandems now. I do have 2 load locks inside the trailer. They want the load locks removed though. Like you see this guy here in front of us. And that check-in sheet that the guard chat gave, the guy at the office will put a sticker on it, whatever. And then they want you to attach it to the inside of the trailer for the loader. Alright, so I'm going to get all the way, I mean, my doors are already open. Just going to go ahead and back almost all the way in, and then I'll take the load locks out. And then we'll finish, then we'll bump the dock. Trying to keep those, keep the tandems rolling at least. I'm going to run out of room there. Okay, so we'll just go out and do a U-turn setup. Alright, should be good there. Get the tandems were a little bit too close to the other guy, but we're good now. Still a little bit close, a little closer to him than I want to be, but should be good there. Alright, let me get my load locks out and we'll hit the dock after that. Looks like getting her to pull away. Yep, sure is. Alright, so we'll continue this when we're done loading here. Alright guys, we are done loading here. I spent about 2 hours in the door, just a little over 2 hours total. Really light load. It's only just over 10,000 pound load of basically, yeah, those fresh greens like spinach and salad and kind of stuff. I think it's all I think it might be prepared stuff or whatever, you know, like the box stuff. I don't know. It's in boxes. It's in cases. It's not like fresh stuff. Like, well, it's fresh, but it's not like fresh heads of lettuce or whatever. All right, so they got the scale closed. As you see, I'm the last person out of here. Even the other JCT driver got out of here before me. I don't know if they wanted me to put the seal on right away or wait till I get here. Hello. Okay, I got it. All right. Get the seal on and we'll get out of here. Alright guys, so I've already sent my departure and loaded calls. We're just piecing out of here so I can park again. And I'll do a 7-hour sleeper here. Just in case. Yeah, I mean, I've already been off duty for over 3 hours, so really just need to get 7 hours of uninterrupted sleeper time, and we'll be good to go. So, and I only have 2 hours and 52 minutes left on my 70 anyway. Surprisingly, I can drive right now and work my way to toward my next customer, but it's not going to do me any good. So, alright, well, yeah, I'll just bed it down over here. Looks like the other JCT's right there, 5088. Let me get turned around and then... don't know, I might end up just parking behind him or something. Yeah, I mean, yeah, because this lot leaves a bit to be desired. And there are train tracks right there, so I don't want to get too close. At least that's what I thought I saw. I don't know, maybe I'm seeing wrong, but it's... I thought I saw train tracks right there earlier, so I don't know. Right here is good, though. Like I said, I got my 7 hours in. Now, in case you're wondering where I'm going next, this load will be going to the H-E-B Distribution Center in Temple, Texas. Yeah, I'd be right next door to the Walmart DC that I go to there every so often. Alright, I actually got to double check when it's due there, because especially with me running on the recaps, I got to make sure I really have the time to work with to get it there when it needs to be there. So let me get my status changed here real quick, and we'll talk about when it's due. Alright, so this is due Saturday the 23rd at 7:30 in the morning. I was kind of hoping it'd be around that, roughly that time. So 20, 21, 22. Alright, I gotta figure out how many miles are gonna need to cover, how many hours I need to do it with. So come on, H-E-B Distribution Center, Temple. Yeah, Winland Road. That is the correct one. I know for sure that's the street. So I have to run the numbers, see how many hours I'm going to need to do that. It's 1,689 miles, it looks like, via I-40 and US 84, basically from Santa Rosa all the way down to Sweetwater, Texas. And then continue down 84 from Abilene. At least I think that's 84. 36. Okay, I was going to say it's... Yeah, 36 is that same highway I took the other direction last time I picked up in the Waco area. Because that highway will take you right over to where 84 crosses through Gatesville. And you can just stay on 36, and it'll run you right into the loop right there in Temple. Just a mile away from where the customer's at. So 1690. I need to. So I gotta double check my hours. When I'm gonna have the hours needed. I usually use my spreadsheet, but I'm gonna go ahead and do this. 1690. Well, actually divided by 6, that's 28. So actually, I'm gonna need about 30 hours because I can't drive that fast in California. Plus, I might stop at my house tomorrow because I don't have the clock needed to get all the way there. Let's see. 20, 21, 22. Yeah, it's... I don't know. I guess I'm going to need about 30-ish hours. Now I got to double check when I have that kind of hours to work with. So I only have 8 hours and 35 minutes to work with tomorrow. Yeah, that's barely going to get me back to my home area. Maybe to Barstow. Yeah, or I can get to Barstow. I should be able to get to Barstow on that, but not going to make it past there. 13, 4, 16, 4 after that, so 21, 40, 27, 45. So yeah, I'm gonna need at least 2.5 or so hours of the recaps on the delivery day to get it there. Should be doable. It's due at 7:30 in the morning. That shouldn't be a problem. It's just a matter of managing my clock. Should be able to do it. So, all right. Tentatively, yeah, well, our next video will be a delivery to the H-E-B Distribution Center in Temple, Texas. So, all right, around that time, somewhere around Christmas time, Christmas Eve, whatever, hopefully, somewhere in that ballpark should be, hopefully, when you see that video getting posted. All right. All right, you all have a great night. Thanks for hanging out and watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the content. And all right, we'll see you guys in Temple. Have a good one.